Hello, people of the internet. Say, do you know what I was just thinking about? Small children. Don't make that sentence weird. Anyway, children are a joy to have around. They're innocent, they're cute, and they're sweet. Also, they're freaking terrifying. Whether they're supernatural beings, the devil incarnate, or just plain evil, creepy kids and horror movies go together like peanut butter and pickles. Or is, that just me? But some of these terrifying toddlers stand out from the rest. These are the top 10 creepiest kids in horror movies. Now, you guys know that I hate Twilight, or really any other teen vampire romance. But Let the Right One In is my one exception. The story is good, the characters are interesting, and it actually does justice to the vampire legend. Not to mention, it gives us this lovely little moppet. Meet Ely. She's a vampire who develops a budding relationship with the bullied and love-deprived Oscar. Also, she's really messed up. I mean, I know she's one of the good guys, technically, but she still creeps me out. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the way she talks or just her mannerisms, but it most likely is because of the noise she makes when she's feeding. Just listen. Yeah, you heard that right. She was purring. That's freaky. Oh, also, later in the film, we find out she is actually a castrated male. So, that's awkward. But anyway, this is a great movie with a really creepy kid, and I highly suggest that you watch it. Huh, who knew? All we needed to do to make Twilight better was just to cut Robert Pattinson's wiener off. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray. Oh God, that's a sickle, that's a sickle. In Children of the Corn, a movie based off of the Stephen King book, a group of kids murder all of the adults in their small town. They are led by the evil false prophet Isaac and his bloodthirsty right-hand man Malachi. Basically, it's like Animal Farm, but with kids instead of animals. Honestly, both of these kids are so freaky I couldn't pick just one. Malachi's readiness to murder small children is just the portrait of evil. Meanwhile, Isaac's control over the children is a truly terrifying thing to see. He can drive them to kill anyone he wants them to, just by telling them God thinks it's the right thing to do. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that Isaac is based on the Antichrist. And a child shall lead them, and he will crucify the mailman. I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible somewhere. However, it's kind of hard to take Isaac seriously when, he sounds like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Fred's long-lost brother.
A test is at hand. The final test. Hey, it's Fred! Go to the old man. Make sure he tells them nothing.
I'm gonna brush my teeth because I have a dentist appointment today.
I did as you commanded! I was good! I swear it! I did everything you wanted! No! No!
And now your eardrums are bleeding. You're welcome. The next kid on our list is, oh, holy mother of God, what the heck is that? Get it away! Sorry. Anyway, this handsome devil is Tomas from the Spanish film The Orphanage. The main character, Laura, doesn't really worry when her son meets a new imaginary friend after they move into the orphanage she grew up in. She starts to realize the gravity of the situation, however, when the imaginary friend kidnaps her son and beats the crap out of her.
Simón? Simón, hijo.
Wait. Did he just purr?
Simón? Simón, hijo.
Huh. Maybe he and Ely could be friends. Please, you're just ticked off because you don't have a penis. Now, for those of you who don't know, the movie The Good Son sucked. Like, it really, really sucked. But that doesn't mean that the titular good son, Henry Evans, isn't creepy enough to be on this list. Seriously, this guy is one sick puppy. I've always wanted to say sick puppy. Over the course of the movie, he attempts to kill his sister and his mother, and he succeeds in killing his baby brother, a dog, who knows how many people in this pileup he caused, and a group of robbers who tried to invade his home. No, wait, that was the other Macaulay Culkin movie. My bad. My main problem with this character is that he's obviously evil. You would have to be a moron not to see through this kid's charade. I mean, he talks like a frickin' Bond villain. Just listen.
She's hiding too.
Mom, they're fighting!
You like my sister, don't you? Such a sweet little girl. Too bad if something were to happen to her. She got hurt. You'd be sad, wouldn't you, Mark? But hey, accidents will happen.
What more proof do you need? Do you want him to be bald with a scar over one eye, stroking a cat? Do you expect me to fall? No, Mark. I expect you to fly. I'm evil. In the movie Pet Sematary... Wait. Another movie based off of a Stephen King novel? Wow. I guess he had a thing for creepy children. Again, don't make that sentence weird. Anyway, Pet Sematary is about an Indian burial ground where, if you bury anything there, it will come back to life. But it will come back evil. Woo! Basically, it's like a grim R-rated Goosebumps. So, naturally, when the main character's son, Gage, dies, he decides to bury him there? Okay. I'm already beginning to question this guy's logic, but sure, I'll buy it for suspension of disbelief. Anyway, Gage comes back, but guess what? He's evil! Wow! What a surprise! Didn't see that one coming! Anyway, after ripping out the neighbor's throat and murdering his own mother, he calls up his dad and asks to play. And I swear, this is the creepiest part about this character. The way he talks.
Good, I told you I can't talk to you right now.
Alright, yes, Daddy. Now come over and play with me. First I played with Dad, then Mommy came, and I played with Mommy. We played, Daddy. We had an awful good time. Now I want to play with you.
What did you do? What did you do?
God, that's creepy. Anyway, the Mensa candidate over here manages to kill Gage, even though Gage thinks it wasn't fair.
No fair. No fair, no fair.
And afterward, he takes his wife's body and gives her a respectful funeral. No, I'm just kidding. He buries her in the Indian burial ground. In like the exact same spot. Of course! That's just a logical thing to do! Obviously! Seriously, how did this guy outsmart a 5-year-old? I'm not buying it, movie. You know what's even creepier than little kids? Little British kids. Really, I can't say much about Flora and Miles from The Innocents without giving away the awesome twist ending, so I'll just show you a clip.
Miles, what are you hiding under your pillow?
I'm not hiding it. I'm keeping it warm. I found it this morning. One of my pigeons. Could I leave it out there alone?
But, Miles, its neck. It looks as though
Someone had broken it.
Yeah, that's normal for a kid his age. Yeah. Seriously, are all the adults in these kinds of movies morons? I mean, my gosh, seriously, woman, open your eyes. He couldn't be any more obvious if he grew devil horns. He's blatantly evil. Throw him in a mental asylum. Normal kids don't do things like this. Oh, why do I bother? You know what's even creepier than little British kids? Little British kids with mind control powers. And that's what Village of the Damned is about. In the movie, all of the inhabitants of a small British village pass out at the same time, only to reawaken about an hour later. They later find that every single woman in the town is pregnant. The following births result in Aryan kids who can read minds, communicate with each other telepathically, and control people's actions. They are completely emotionless, showing no remorse when they force a man to shoot himself or force another man to drive his car into the wall. Do I even need to say anything else? You know what's even creepier than little British kids with mind control powers? Samara Morgan. Samara Morgan from The Ring definitely deserves her place in the top 3. Samara was a disturbed child who was murdered and dropped down a well, and now haunts a videocassette. Yeah, because wells and videocassettes have so much in common, I guess. Anyway, anyone who watches the tape dies in 7 days exactly, and they don't just drop dead for no reason. No, sir. Samara isn't scared to get her hands dirty. She climbs out of the TV and literally scares you to death. Need I explain why she's in the top 3? Now, in all honesty, how could Damien Thorne not be in the top 3? For those of you who have not seen The Omen and therefore don't know who Damien is, I will tell you. He's the spawn of Satan. I'm not being figurative, he literally is the Antichrist. Yes, this cute little fella is the future Prince of Darkness. Who'da thunk? Damien doesn't really do anything creepy or evil on screen, except for one scene when he pushes his mom off the balcony. Wait, that is really creepy and really evil. I've been watching too many of these movies, I've been desensitized. But look what happens to this priest after he tries to warn Damien's father about his son's true heritage. Yeah, you don't mess with Damien Thorne. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Sly, how can you top the Antichrist? He's the Antichrist. simple. With this little basket of hugs.
What do you give me if I give you a basket of kisses?
I'll give you a basket of hugs.
Rhoda Penmark. Dear sweet baby Jesus Rhoda Penmark. How do I even begin to explain the horror? Well, I think I'll start by giving you a play-by-play of her first kill. So, when we first meet Rhoda, she's very upset that she lost the school's penmanship award to a boy named Claude Daigle. It also just so happens to be the day of the school picnic, and Rhoda is dressed up in her best dress and shoes, which just so happen to have solid steel heels. Can't imagine that those will come in later. Anyway, a while after Rhoda left for the picnic, there's a news broadcast on the radio. Claude Daigle drowned at the school picnic. Oh my gosh! Who could have done that? Anyway, all the kids are being sent home early. Rhoda's mother is of course horrified at how this must have scarred Rhoda, expecting her to come home in tears. This is what really happens.
Mother, we didn't really have our lunch because Claude Daigle was drowned.
No, it was on the radio.
He was drowned. So then they were all rushing and calling and hurrying to see if they could make him alive again. But they couldn't. So then they said the picking was over and we had to go home.
I'm glad you're home.
So can I have a peanut butter sandwich and milk?
Yeah, that's when you might wanna, I don't know, call the police! Or even better, just do this. It's what I would have done.
But they couldn't bring him back. Anyway, can I have a peanut butter sandwich?
Yeah, sure, honey. Hey, would you mind turning around for a second?
Sure, why?
Oh, no reason, really. Woo! Hey, honey, kid turned out to be evil again.
But needless to say, Rhoda's mother doesn't do that, and Rhoda's homicidal tendencies go on for a while longer. I'm not going to tell you anything else, so I highly suggest that you watch it yourself, as it truly is a horror masterpiece.
Woo! We're done.
There you have it, folks, the top 10 creepiest kids in horror movies. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion based on movies that I have seen. If you know of any kids who you think should have been on the list, please say so in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Also, I am never gonna have children. And neither is Ely, because he doesn't have a penis. Okay, cue the outro music!
Oh, wait! I just thought of something. A child creepier than anything else I put on this list. The new face of horror, the epitome of evil. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the most horrifying thing you have ever seen. The CGI baby from Breaking Dawn Part 2!
Seriously though, would it really be that hard to find a real baby? This thing looks frickin' creepy.